Hello everyone. Welcome to the live streaming session of the question and answer for IVG 2.0. I am Rajesh Mittal, and there has been a lot of rumors, a lot of notions running in the market about what will happen from 1st January 2021. And what we are going to do is we're going to take all the questions which people have been posting it. It will come to one of our people and who's going to post it here, and we'll be answering these questions. So we will start taking the question from right now. Now there's a question from Kaushik Bhalotia. He says, do we need crypto tokens in new format or it will be cloud based? Well, Mr. Kaushik, there has been no guidelines on the cloud based. The existing token जो अभी के token है वो चलेंगे, उसमें कोई change नहीं है, कोई नया format नहीं है. All tokens which are there will continue to work without any problems. Mr. Harshal जगताप ने पूछा है 31 दिसंबर 2020 तक निकली गई नई DSC next 2 years तक चलेगी क्या क्लास 2 की? Yes. अगर आप guidelines पढ़ें, if you read the guidelines, it is clearly mentioned कि certifying authorities will stop issuing class 2 certificates. The usage of class 2 has not been stopped. It will continue to work. जो अभी के questions, जो अभी के DSC हमने issue किए हैं, जो expire नहीं हुए हैं, जो 31 दिसंबर 2020 तक हम issue करेंगे, वो जब तक expire नहीं होते हैं, they will continue to work without any problems. Mr. अरुण जैन ने पूछा है, after 31st December, both class 2 issued before the date and class 3 issued after the date, will it work on the same portal? Yes. Please understand that no change has happened. We are not issuing class 2 as a certifying authority. CC has come out with the guidelines that no certifying authority would issue a class 2 individual certificates. Individual of organization, individual of government, or individual. Rest everything will work as it is. So existing certificate will work. We have a question from PKC Advisory. What about the prices for class 3 digital certificates? Will they come down and more competitive as compared to other certifying authorities? Well, this is not a session for pricing, but I can only indicate that from 1st of January, the prices have to come down. And the prices will be competitive. So as a Capricorn partner, you should not worry. We have a strategy in place which will ensure that you have an advantage or you have a competitive advantage in the market. There was an anonymous question, and the question says, if you have a 5 quantity of class 2, it will be replaced with 1 class 3 DSC. Example, if you have 6 quantities of class 2 DSC product, 5 class 2 will be replaced with 1 class T. What will happen to the remainder? Now, as we have mentioned to everyone that there is going to be a formula, there will be a ratio which we will be telling everyone after 20th of December. That formula or ratio will take care of the remainders as well, whatever happens. So you do not have to worry about it. It will always be in your favor. You just have to continue doing your business, start selling more DSCs, start exhausting your DSCs, make more money. Simple. Whatever happens will happen in the right way from 1st January onwards. As a Capricorn partner, you do not have to worry. The industry is going to be here. It will be growing more. You should concentrate on selling. Sudeep Bhattacharji. Sir, what if class 2 is closed? So class 2 is not closed. My answer is class 2 is not closed. We will stop issuing class 2. There is nothing happening to class 2. Class 2 is going to be there. It will continue to run. It's just that the certifying authorities are not issuing class 2. That is the point which we want to convey. Nothing will change. All existing class 2 DSCs will work. All portals will continue to run. There will be no change here. You continue doing business the way you're doing business now. We have multiple questions from Vowel Enterprise. Now, what about DGFT class 2? Will class 3 replace the DGFT signatures? Now, that is his first question. Now, please understand, DGFT is an organization certificate. The guidelines has come out clearly saying that individual class 2, which is individual, organization, government, would be stopped. So DGFT will continue to run without any problems. What will be the foreign class 2 replacement? So class 2 individual, because it will be discontinued, we will not be issuing it. So even the foreign has to opt for class 3. That will be the new norm from 1st January 2021. One of our certifying authority has started offering at an X price. What will be our position in the market? Now, this is not the forum to be discussing about it, but as I had mentioned it earlier, we will continue to monitor. We will continue to have a strategy which gives you an advantage in terms of service, in terms of pricing, in terms of the packaging, in terms of helping you increase your margin. So you should not be worried about the price. You buy stock, you continue exhausting it. If you have leftover, we'll have a strategy, we will convert the same. So you should not be worried about it. Class 3 combo or class 3 signing is enough in replacement of class 2? Well, essentially, the way I'm sure every certifying authority has a strategy. Our strategy has been simple, that if you have a class 2 signing, it will be converted to class 3 signing. If you have a class 3 combo, it will be converted into class 2 combo, it will be converted into class 3 combo. So the formulas would be coming in such a way that it will take care of those stock which you have and will be replacing it. Mr. Indrajit Sahu has mentioned here that he has multiple class 2 and what are the replacement options? Well, essentially, as mentioned earlier also, there would be a ratio, a formula, which we will be releasing it from after 20th December. All your present stock would be converted accordingly. You do not have to say everything would be converted accordingly and would be credited to your account. So you do not have to worry about it as to how you have to do it manually or not. Nothing manually it will happen. It will automatically convert and you will be able to do your business. From 1st January, only class 3 issuance will be happening. Okay, we are getting a lot of these questions about what will happen, what will be the new price. The price of new class 3, we would be releasing it after 20th of December, which would be known. And once you know the prices, we can tell you for sure that the price is a very dynamic thing this time. We will monitor as to what others are doing. We will come out with a strategy so that as a Capricorn partner, you are, you have an advantage, because it will be combination of good service and other things which you can use to increase your market share. Mr. Prashant Sharma, there's another question where Mr. Indrajit Sahu had asked, can I use my existing class 3 stock after January? Absolutely. You could use the existing class 3 stock without a problem. Existing stock of class 3 will work with the orders. You do not have to buy anything. If you have stock, you can continue to use this to process orders. Mr. Prashant Sharma has asked a question, can my existing token be used? Yes, there's no change in the guidelines. The existing token, you would be able to use it without a problem. Will my existing class 2 work? Yes. We have been answering this and we want to emphasize on it. Existing class 2 will continue to work. You do not have to be worried about it. All certificate issued by Capricorn or any other CA will continue to work till the time they do not get expired. All portals will continue to accept it. So you should not be worried about it. You should continue your business, sell more, make more money and be happy. It's business as usual. Okay, so there is a question which says, I have stock of class 2 global DSC. What will happen after 31st December? As mentioned earlier, on 20th of December, we'll be coming out with a plan, a strategy, a formula, a ratio, through which this stock will be converted into class 3. So even if you're using it or not, it will continue converting it so that you could use it whenever you want to process a DSC. Whether sign or encryption, both will be converted. Most certainly, yes. If you have a class 2 signing, it will be converted into a class 3 signing. If you have a combo of class 3, it will be converted into so class 2 combo, it will be converted to class 3 combo. So automatically it will be done by the system itself. DGFT, somebody has asked a question. So DGFT के DSC class 2 बनती है, उसका क्या होगा? As I mentioned, DGFT certificate, there is no change in the status quo. It will continue to work as it is. Yes, from 1st January onwards, it will be paperless. The guidelines are have clearly mentioned that there will be no paper-based DSCs from 1st January. All DSCs would be processed based on eKYC account online. So all DGFT organization, everything would be converted. You would have to process using the eKYC method. Now, would class 3 individual organization will be the same price? Presently, yes, it is the same price, and we hope that this should continue, that both class 3 individual organization should have the same price. But it's too early for us. We're going to wait till 20th of December. We want to see, we want to evaluate, then come out with a strategy, tell you how this is happening. So as of now, if you have a class 3 order, you have class 3 stock, process the order. Why get worried about what is going to happen from 1st January onwards? Business is today, process today, be happy, make money. Now there's this interesting question. How it is possible to record video in government from especially defense personnel who receive calls? They're mostly situated in remote place, mobile and out of coverage area. Now, unfortunately, yes, we understand the situation, but the guidelines are very clear that government DSCs require a video. So you could come back, when the personnel comes back, he creates a video, we process the DSC and they could download the same. But from 1st January, no matter what happens, a video is must. Now, as we're getting more questions, you need to understand that CCA is trying to create a platform which is future ready. So that is why these changes are here. We have to appreciate the hard work which they are doing, and it will only help the industry to become better. So that's why they have come out with only one certificate. So once this certificate is there, it is clear for end users. There is no class 3, class 2. You buy this certificate and that's it. The narrative is very clear. So we feel that the business will grow. It will grow higher because the narrative is there. The margins are going to increase because class 3 is more expensive. So once you start processing, you would have to speak to your clients and make them understand that this is a class 3 certificate. It's not a class 2 certificate. So they would have to pay extra money to process the DSC. That will be a newer reality. We are still waiting for more questions, and I'll be here for a few some more minutes before we could think this. Any questions you have, you could do, you can post it and I'll be more than happy to answer it. और है क्या? दिख नहीं रहे. I can't see this. Hang on, 1 minute, please. No, it's not there. क्योंकि लास्ट क्वेश्चन हो गया था. DGFT के बाद कुछ और डाला है क्या? These are the things. There is one more question which has come here is, the stock, or there is an example which is very clear. What will happen if the client is not ready to pay higher prices? Now, Class 3 becomes a new standard. It is for their betterment. They do not have an option. When they do not have an option, they would have to buy a DSC with you, if it is from Capricorn or it is from someone else. So we need to be ready, tell them this is how it is going to be and this will work. A lot of questions are here which talks about what other certifying authorities are going to do. Now, I'm sure every company has a strategy here, and every company would be coming out with their own guidelines and based on their strategy. No certifying authority is above the guidelines. So everybody would have to implement this guideline irrespective. So, and CCA office has been very clear that the guidelines needs to be implemented first from 1st Jan. So more or less all companies would be following these guidelines and implementing and doing the changes. That's a very interesting question. Do you think the CCA will increase, extend the date and they will do it after the tax season? We really don't know. It's CCA. As of now, the guidelines are very clear that it will be implemented from 1st January 2021 and will continue to do the same thing. If they extend the date, we will be if they will be extending the date, we will be informing you. Yes. हिंदी में भी आई एम सो सॉरी, मैंने सारी इंग्लिश में बोल दिया. हिंदी में भी यही है कि अभी सीसीए ने 1 जनवरी 2021 कहा है. अगर डेट एक्सटेंड होगी तो हम आपको ज़रूर बताएंगे. अभी हमारे पास नोटिफिकेशन नहीं है और हम लोग नोटिफिकेशन भी करेंगे, बिकॉज लोगों के क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं कि टैक्स सीजन के बाद हो जाए. हम सीए ने रिकमेंड किया है, सीसीए डिसीजन लेगा. सो दिस इज़ व्हाट इट इज़. अगेन मैं हिंदी में फिर से बता देता हूँ, क्लास 2 डीएससी में कोई फ़र्क नहीं होना. आपको नॉर्मली बेचना है एंड यू कैन कंटिन्यू डूइंग दिस. माने आप कंटिन्यू बेच सकते हैं. क्लास 2 डीएससी बाद में भी चलेगा, उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी एंड आप लोग उसको यूज़ कर सकते हैं. सर कोई क्वेश्चंस हों तो मुझे जरूर बताएं. आई एम हियर, विल बी हियर टिल द टाइम, जब तक सब लोग सेटिस्फाइड नहीं हो जाते हैं, बिकॉज बहुत सारे रूमर्स हैं कि लोग ये कर रहे हैं वो कर रहे हैं. सोचने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. एक क्वेश्चंस ये भी आए हैं कि दूसरे लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, आप लोग क्या करेंगे. वी ऑलरेडी हैव अ वेरी क्लियर स्ट्रैटेजी कि हमें क्या करना है एंड हमें क्या करना है. हम आपको बताते भी जाएंगे, काम भी हो जाएगा. And then we'll get this thing done. Now, कुछ और questions हैं. किसी ने पूछा है कि क्या क्लास 3 गवर्नमेंट डीएससी बंद हो जाएगा. Will क्लास 2 गवर्नमेंट डीएससी will be closed. गवर्नमेंट डीएससी, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन डीएससी या इंडिविजुअल डीएससी जो कि इंडिविजुअल के नाम से बनता है, वो सारे बंद हो रहे हैं. तो इंडिविजुअल, गवर्नमेंट, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सारे बंद हो जाएंगे. ऑल दीज डीएससी सर्टिफाइंग अथॉरिटी विल स्टॉप इशूइंग. आपकी जो एग्जिस्टिंग है वो चलता रहेगा, लेकिन नए कुछ नहीं मिलेंगे. सो इनवेरिएबली यू कुड से कि क्लास 2 डीएससी वुड बी डन. किसी ने पूछा वुड क्लास 3 इंडिविजुअल डीएससी विल वर्क इन टेंडर साइट. यस, टेक्निकली क्लास 3 डीएससी के अंदर हम सारी सर्टिफाइंग अथॉरिटीज आर अपग्रेडिंग सो दैट इट एक्ट्स लाइक अ क्लास 2 एज वेल. सो वी आर अपग्रेडिंग द क्लास 3 सर्टिफिकेट विथ ऑल द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ क्लास 2. सो all certificates issued from 1st January would work on both class 2 websites and class 3 websites. That is the whole idea. So existing class 3 DSC will work. So we have questions from eSolutions where they are talking about what is the balance of DSC in the login. We have been very clear about it. There is a formula ratio which we will be releasing after the 20th of December. 20 दिसंबर के बाद हम एक रेशो देंगे. वो रेशो से आपका स्टॉक कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. उसमें आपके कंट्रोल पैनल में दिख जाएगा कि किस तरह से कन्वर्ट किया है. एंड देन यू कैन सी दिस. व्हाट विल बी द न्यू रेट ऑफ क्लास 3? क्लास 3 का रेट अभी हमें मालूम नहीं है, डायनामिक है अभी. हर सर्टिफाइंग अथॉरिटी, एवरी सर्टिफाइंग अथॉरिटी इज क्रिएटिंग अ स्ट्रैटेजी. वी ऑल्सो हैव अ स्ट्रैटेजी इन प्लेस. वी विल बी शेयरिंग दो स्ट्रैटेजी विथ यू when जब हम लोग 20th December के बाद we'll be saying what will be the rate which we'll be introducing in the market. You can do it. Most certainly rates कम होंगे. अगर कम होंगे तो आपका existing class 3 का स्टॉक होगा, उसमें भी आपको एडवांटेज मिलेगा for sure. अगर कल हम लोग आपके पास class 3 का स्टॉक है, if you have class 3 stock and tomorrow we reduce the price, the same advantage you will be getting it. So you will not have loss. Capricorn since the beginning has ensured that partners do not have lost. You need to trust us, we trust you, that you will be taking Capricorn to the next level. So you should not have any fear that you will have losses in this whole transition. The formula and strategy which we will come out will ensure that your interest is taken care of. Okay, so as I have mentioned, class 3 DSC prices, Mr. Surinder Amrat ने भी यही पूछा है कि क्लास 3 के प्राइसेस क्या होंगे. क्लास 3 के प्राइसेस वी विल कम आउट एंड टेल यू क्लोजर टू 1st January 2021. कोई मिस श्रुति शुशे ने पूछा है कि व्हाट अबाउट क्लास 2 सर्टिफिकेट दैट वी ऑलरेडी हैव परचेज्ड इन बल्क, विल इट बी कन्वर्टेड? यस, everything which you have in your login would be converted. There would not be anything balance left in your account. तो आपको सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है, जो भी होगा it will be converted and you will be able to continue working with your class 3 DSC from 1st January onwards. Okay, Mr. Rana सरकार ने भी पूछा है please clear the rate of class 3 certificate. Yes, class 3 certificates के rates release होंगे, नए rates release होंगे closer to 1st January. You can start using it once it happens. What Mr. Kaushik Balotia ने फिर से पूछा है what exactly is the format of eKYC as mentioned in IVG? Well, I do not know इस क्वेश्चन का एग्जैक्ट मतलब क्या होता है कि eKYC अकाउंट जैसे अभी हमारा क्रिएट हो रहा है वैसा ही क्रिएट होगा. eKYC, you have an organization eKYC, you have an individual eKYC. The guidelines is already there mentioned. We are already creating it. There's no change in creating eKYC account. You can continue creating eKYC account and start and process DSC. कृष्णा प्रसाद जी ने पूछा इस DGFT जो हमारा IET सर्टिफिकेट है also would be introduced as paperless. Yes, from 1st January onwards all certificates would be paperless, so including DGFT. So DGFT would be paperless. Mr. Viral Dhanda ने पूछा है वो DGFT DSC we introduced in eKYC? Yes, DGFT DSC will also be introduced in eKYC process. Mr. Sahu has talked about a USB device. Will it be unsubscribed? No, all USB devices, टोकन मैन्युफैक्चरर जितने भी हैं जिन्होंने जो CCA ने ऑडिट लिस्ट दी है, जो हमारे पास ऑडिट लिस्ट आई है, दे विल कंटिन्यू टू वर्क, दे आर अप्रूव्ड टोकन्स, दे विल कंटिन्यू टू वर्क विदाउट एनी चेंजेस. मिस्टर भुवनेश्वर भरद्वाज ने कहा है व्हाट इफ एनी स्टॉक रिमेन विद अस फॉर क्लास 2 और अदर DSC व्हिच वुडंट अलाउ टू क्रिएट आफ्टर 31st/12. उनका क्वेश्चन है कि 31 के बाद अगर ऐसा कोई स्टॉक पड़ा है जो कि वो बाद में यूज नहीं कर सकते, उसका क्या होगा? भुवनेश्वर जी, वी आर वेरी क्लियर अबाउट इट. हमने पहले भी बताया है कि हमारी जो फॉर्मूला है और जो स्ट्रैटेजी है उससे ये सारा स्टॉक कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. तो आपके पास कोई भी ऐसा स्टॉक नहीं रहेगा जो आप यूज नहीं कर सकते. अगर आप आई एम नॉट श्योर कि आप कितने पुराने हैं सिस्टम में, लेकिन जब हमारे पास ट्रेडिशनल से हम लोग पेपर ई-केवाईसी में गए थे तो सबका हमने स्टॉक कन्वर्ट किया था एंड नोबडी हैड अ प्रॉब्लम. We will continue to do the same thing. Nobody will have a problem. We will be able, all the stock would be converted and you will be able to use that stock. So Vowel Enterprises again asked a question. Class 3 combo on any class 3 signing is enough to in replacement of class 2 existing one. Well, essentially we will be converting the same class of certificates. So if you have a class 2 sign, it will be converted to class 3 sign. If you have a class 2 combo, it will be converted to class 3 combo. So it will be in a ratio which we will be doing it, and we will continue to do it. It will not be a mix and match that you have a combo class 3, we should convert into class 3 sign. That will not happen. So NHDSC has asked a question. We bought class 3 DSC in bulk at certain rate. If prices of class 3 now go down below the existing price, we would make a loss. Not really, because the strategy which we have, we are aware as to what price you have bought. The formula would also ensure that existing class 3 DSCs which people have, some advantage would be given to them. So we have that strategy and we'll be seeing that existing stock does not, existing partners do not lose or do not have losses based on what stock they have. So we have an answer for that, and you would have to wait after 20th of December to see how we are going to be addressing this. After 20th of December, in one of these days, we will be, coming out with a strategy. Probably we could have a web stream again so that we can answer your questions. That will take care of all the concerns which you have. We have Exomor Deka Lozer. He says, are the documentation going to change? No, the documentation is not going to be changed. The class 3 DSC documentation remains the same. There will be no changes. You have to continue doing this. Again, Vowel Enterprise, can you provide all in one DSC which can be used in DHG proposal and also on tender? Well, essentially, I'm sorry to say that is DGFT is an application. They have the specific thing. We cannot do it because DG has to. I mean, we would love to give you a certificate where it works everywhere, but DGFT has to change that application. It's not in my hand. So we would not be able to do that right now. Now, if eSolutions asked a question, if someone has balance of 1 or 2, 3 class sign in login on 31st December, how much class 3 will a reseller get? We are clear about it that there's a formula. Even if there's a remainder, we know how to process that remainder, and we will share this with you at the right time, and you will not have losses. Your resellers will not have losses. You do not have to worry about it. Those formula, those strategy, those ratio will take care of all the eventualities. We have a few more questions. Okay, so there is this question from Vowel Enterprise. What about the DSC application that there are generated but not downloaded before 1st Jan? It may be because of video pending, email, or anything. What will happen? We're very clear about it that any DSC which is not approved from us, will get reject ho jayega, and you will get a credit back. We are very clear about it. All DSCs, first class 2 के DSCs जो कि अप्रूव नहीं हुए हैं, वो रिजेक्ट हो जाएंगे और आपको क्रेडिट मिल जाएगा. लेकिन ऑल DSCs जो अप्रूव हो चुके हैं और आपने डाउनलोड नहीं किए हैं, तो वो सारे रिजेक्ट होंगे, लेकिन आपको क्रेडिट वापस नहीं मिलेगा. So please ensure that you get your DSC approved and download it before 1st Jan. If you don't do that, you will not get your credit. So after the approval is done, If you don't download it, you will not get the approval. Ensure that you download it. The new guidelines is very clear. There is nothing called approval. There is nothing called pending verification. आज कोई भी अप्रूवल, कोई भी चीज की कोई मान्यता नहीं है लॉ में जब तक आप डाउनलोड नहीं कर लेते. सो अगर आपने अप्रूव भी करा रखा है तो ऑटोमेटिकली वो रिजेक्ट हो जाएगा आपने डाउनलोड नहीं किया 31 से पहले. बहुत एक नई गाइडलाइन आई है जिसमें लिखा है दैट अगर अप्रूवल के 30 दिन बाद भी आप डाउनलोड नहीं करते तो रिजेक्ट हो जाएंगे. प्लीज इंश्योर आपको अप्रूवल के 31 दिसंबर को हमारे सिस्टम में जितने भी ऑर्डर्स हैं जिन्होंने डाउनलोड नहीं किए हैं 30 दिन से ज्यादा, वो सब रिजेक्ट हो जाएंगे. आपको क्रेडिट वापस नहीं मिलेगा. तो मेरे से हाथ जोड़ की विनती है कि आप लोग डाउनलोड करें एंड मेक डाउनलोड कर लें, क्योंकि बाद में फिर आप लोगों को क्रेडिट नहीं मिलेगा, आप ही के लॉसेस होंगे. सो प्लीज गेट योर ऑर्डर अप्रूव्ड एंड डाउनलोड इट, बिकॉज ऑन 31st of December all class 2 which have not been downloaded irrespective would be rejected. मिस्टर हरीश मिश्रा ने कहा है, सर मेरे द्वारा आज क्लास 3 पर्सनल एवं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन डीएससी बनाया जाता है, तो क्या 31 दिसंबर के बाद ई टेंडर के पोर्टल पे कार्य करेगा? 102% सर. आपको क्लास 3 या क्लास 2 कोई भी सर्टिफिकेट आपने बनाया है वो सारे पोर्टल्स में काम करेगा अगर वो चलता है तो आज आपने क्लास 3 बनाया हो वो कंटिन्यू करेगा, आपको सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है. Now, Krishna Prasad ji has asked a question. Is there any charges for conversion? No, Krishna ji, there is no charges for conversion. There is no conversion charges on this. Everything will be done automatically and you would not have to pay anything. Based on that formula, it will be converted. Mr. Lakshmikant Manier ने पूछा है, it is possible to order class 2 now and then wait for conversion? Absolutely, sir. You can order class 2 and wait for conversion, but I would recommend as a businessman, आपको जितनी requirement है करें, because why would you want to change it? If you have requirement, you should use it, exhaust it, because you should call up all your clients and say class 2 बंद हो रहा है, क्लास 3 के पैसे ज्यादा लगेंगे, they should either renew the DSC and you will see a lot of new business coming to you. I would say it again in English. If you have clients, you have database in clients, you need to speak to all your clients whose DSC are going to be expired in coming 3 months. Tell them that DSC is going to expire, renew it, otherwise class 3 will be expensive. You get more business in December. You should use that strategy. Because after 1st January, they have to buy class 3, which will be more expensive than class 2. So we have to continue doing that. What about Mr. Vishnu Vankadara ने पूछा है, what about balance, traditional lying in the stock? If you have traditional, everything would be converted into paperless. अगर आपके पास traditional कुछ होगा, सब कुछ convert हो जाएगा, आपको उसकी चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है. I am so sorry, अगर किसी को we still have time, अगर किसी को क्वेश्चन वापस इंग्लिश में मैंने बोला है उनको वापस हिंदी में बोलना है तो they can type it again and I will be more than happy to answer this again. We are waiting for more questions to come. बहुत सारी ये धारणा है कि हमारा सर्टिफिकेट अप्रूव हो गया है तो दैट इज एज गुड एज डाउनलोडिंग. अप्रूवल मीन्स नथिंग इफ यू डोंट डाउनलोड इट. इट विल गेट रिजेक्टेड, यू विल नॉट गेट अ क्रेडिट. सो प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट यू गेट योर DSC approved and download it. ओके, मिस्टर कनन एसआर ने एक क्वेश्चन पूछा है, सर व्हाट अबाउट एग्जिस्टिंग कैप्रिकॉन ई केवाईसी अकाउंट, कैन वी यूज द सेम अकाउंट फॉर class 3 for existing clients? Absolutely, a brilliant question. You can continue using your present eKYC account to process a class 3 DSC. आपका existing जो eKYC अकाउंट है आप इसको यूज कर सकते हैं without any problem to issue a class 3 DSC. मिस्टर राणा शंकर कन ने पूछा है, कैन वी मेक न्यू क्लास 2 DSC until 31st December? Absolutely, this is the time to make money. आप लोग 31 दिसंबर तक क्लास 2 बनाएं, गिव सम एडवांटेज टू क्लाइंट, टेल देम क्लास 3 आने वाला है, प्राइस बढ़ जाएगा, क्लास 2 बनाइए फॉर नेक्स्ट 3 इयर्स, अभी 3 साल भी हमारे पास है तो क्लास 2 नेक्स्ट 3 साल तक चलेगा. व्हाई डोंट यू यूज दैट ऑप्शन? गिव सम बेनिफिट्स टू क्लाइंट एंड द क्लाइंट वुड बी योर्स फॉरएवर. SMS ई सॉल्यूशन ने पूछा है कि कन्वर्जन ऑफ क्लास 2 ऑफ रीसेलर विल बी converted automatically from server. Yes, 102%. All conversions based on the formula would be converted automatically. Partner does not have to do anything. Partner will see the log कि क्या convert हुआ है. You will be able to see all the logs and everything. It will be converted automatically. Mr. हिमांशु नायक ने पूछा है, will there be additional cost for conversion from class 2 to class 3 for resellers? No sir. The formula which we have, the ratio which we have, we will be using the same for conversion in the complete system. So there will be no extra cost from the server to the partner or anything. Partners would be able to see the log. If you have an associate, reseller would be able to see the log. हम लोग जब कन्वर्ट करेंगे कोई भी चार्जेस नहीं है, लोग पार्टनर रीसेलर एसोसिएट अपने अकाउंट में जाकर लॉग देख सकते हैं कि क्या कन्वर्ट हुआ है, सो दैट एवरीथिंग इज क्लियर. वेल, एक क्वेश्चन आया है, एग्जिस्टिंग ट्रेडिशनल गवर्नमेंट ग्लोबल में कन्वर्ट होगा या सिर्फ गवर्नमेंट में कन्वर्ट होगा? नाइस क्वेश्चन. यस, एवरीथिंग वुड बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू ग्लोबल. हम जो भी कन्वर्ट करेंगे हम सब कुछ ग्लोबल में कन्वर्ट करेंगे. अगर आपने ट्रेडिशनल ले भी रखा होगा, इंडिविजुअल ले भी रखा होगा, तो उसको हम ग्लोबल में ही कन्वर्ट करेंगे सो दैट उसके बाद आप उसको यूज कर सकें. Is there any more question here? बहुत बार ये देखा गया है that whenever such a big change happens, there's a lot of uncertainty. lot of people feel कि हमारा क्या होगा, ये इंडस्ट्री का क्या होगा. You should be looking at the brighter side. By introducing class 2 to class 3, your margins have increased. Industry will grow. You will get a more clarity. You should be happy about it. You should feel that this is the right direction where the industry is going. Today, these changes will only improve your business, and that is the message which you have to take and go to your clients. Come again. So there are a few more questions which we have. Okay, so there is light, beach and mountain, where he has mentioned, please brief on the point 1.13 bracket 13 on new guidelines regarding protection of crypto tokens against Pinterest compromise. This guideline which is being introduced will be effective from 1st January 2022 regarding this. So I think we have one more complete year before all CAs would be introducing a system where we would be coming out with a token management system where all these things would be effective. So I think maybe next year, second half of the next year, we would be coming out with what would be happening on this, and we'll be sharing the details with you. Rinku Gupta ji ne पूछा है, is there any price variation for individual and organization? Rinku ji, as of now, there is no price variation, but we really do not know what will happen on the 20th of, what will happen in the market. So after 20th of December, we'll be sharing a strategy of pricing, ratio and everything with our partners, which will address this. But I do not see any changes between the pricing of individual and organization from there. But we do not know, हो सकता है कि change आ जाए. So इसका हमें मालूम नहीं है कि क्या होगा, but we will be updating you after 20th of December. महक डिजाइन एंड एडवाइजरी ने पूछा है, what is the reason of this CCA guidelines of stopping class 2 and class 3 and benefits of the same and reason purpose for this transmission? What should I say? I think the best people would be CCA who would be able to answer this question. They as a regulator, and I'm sure they have valid reason to do it. We as certifying authority have to follow their guidelines, and we are following it. So they have come out with guidelines and we are simply following it. So SMSE solution ने क्वेश्चन पूछा है, महक जी का, जो महक डिजी साइंस से जो क्वेश्चन है मैं हिंदी में पूछता हूँ. उन्होंने पूछा है कि सीसीए ने ये क्यों किया क्लास 2 से क्लास 3. तो हमारा जवाब बड़ा सिंपल है कि सीसीए रेगुलेटर है, उनके पास लार्जर वेरिएबल है, लार्जर बिग पिक्चर है एज कम्पेयर टू अस. हम लोग तो सिर्फ डीएससी बेचते हैं, उनको फ्यूचर भी देखना है. तो आज वो एक डिसीजन ले सकती हैं, तो उन्होंने डिसीजन लिया है. एंड दे वुड बी वही लोग राइट पर्सन है टू आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन. सो यू कुड स्पीक टू देम, उनसे आप बात कर सकते हैं, वो आपको बता पाएंगे. SMSE सोल्यूशन ने क्वेश्चन पूछा है कि उनके पास कुछ क्वांटिटी है क्लास 2 के और उन्होंने क्लास 3 में कन्वर्ट किया, तो कुछ क्या एक्स्ट्रा पैसे देने पड़ेंगे? नहीं सर, जो हम लोग फॉर्मूला या रेशो जो हम लेकर आएंगे उसमें पैसे की कोई बात नहीं है. कन्वर्जन विल बी बेस्ड ऑन सम नंबर हियर, सम नंबर देयर. सो पैसे कुछ नहीं लगेंगे. सो देयर विल बी नो money required on this, sir. Just a minute, sir. We will be updating more questions here. Yeah, we are still waiting for more. There's still time. In the meantime, I think it's a good opportunity for everyone here who's there on this session, that you should speak to our account managers, speak to our relationship managers to understand how more to increase, what are the ways to increase money, what are the ways to give, solution to your clients so that they can onboard more easily. That's how it is. जितना convenient client को होगा उतने जल्दी उतने DSCs आपके ज़्यादा बिकेंगे. And that you should be speaking to them. एक क्वेश्चन आया है, हमारे सिस्टम में लिंक्स होते हैं, आप लिंक्स प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड होते हैं. सो अनफॉर्चुनेटली बिकॉज ये इतना बड़ा चेंज है, वो लिंक सारे एक्सपायर हो जाएंगे. You would not be able to use those links to sell DSC or which you have given. So all the links will expire and the stock would be there in your account. You would have to generate new links for them that way. So this is one thing which is a problem, but people who are using links would have to recreate those links with class 3. एक क्वेश्चन और भी आया है कि इसमें लिखा है कि देयर विल बी मोर मनी रिक्वायर्ड टू बाय स्टॉक. यस, मोस्ट सर्टेनली. आज क्लास 2 से क्लास 3 जाएंगे, द मनी वुड बी रिक्वायर्ड. सो वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर फॉर दिस काइंड ऑफ चेंज टू हैपन. सो यू वुड हैव टू प्रिपेयर योर कैश फ्लो अकॉर्डिंगली. मिस हीना अंसारी ने पूछा है, इफ इंडिविजुअल डीएससी विल बी क्लोज, हाउ इंडिविजुअल पर्सन मेक हिज डीएससी विद कंपनी डॉक्यूमेंट. नाउ इंडिविजुअल डीएससी क्लास 2 का बंद हो रहा है मैडम, इंडिविजुअल डीएससी क्लास 3 का नहीं हो रहा. सो एन इंडिविजुअल कैन मेक अ क्लास 3 डीएससी. We are not issuing individual DSC in class 2. That is the point. So he or she can easily get a class 3 DSC on individual basis. Can we Mrs. Sudeep Bhattacharya ne pucha, can we use class 3 DSC in MCA? Yes, you can use class 3 certificates in MCA GST on every website. There will be no change. Existing भी चलेंगे, नए आएंगे तो वो तो चलेंगे. There is no change, sir. So Mr. Saju Patel ने पूछा है, what about the DSC application that are generated but not downloaded before 1st Jan? Maybe under whatever reason, will the stock be regained? Mr. Saju, as Saju जी ने क्वेश्चन पूछा है कि जो DSC एप्लीकेशन बनी है, जनरेट हुई हैं और वो 1st जनवरी से पहले डाउनलोड नहीं करते, तो उसका क्या होगा? क्या उनको स्टॉक वापस मिल जाएगा? There are two parts to this. अगर DSC आपने बनाया है और वो अप्रूव नहीं हुआ है तो it will get rejected and you will get your stock back. अगर DSC बनाया है, अप्रूव नहीं हुआ है, वो अप्रूव हो गया है, तो you will not get your stock back. So please ensure that all DSCs which have been created, you either reject it before approval, or if it is approved, please download the same. That is the only way out, sir. If Vignesh ji ने पूछा है, if class 2 gets rejected before downloading, will there be a refund? Now, as I have answered this in the previous question, if the DSC has been approved, if you don't download it, you will not get a refund. But if the DSC is not approved, if it gets rejected, you will get a refund. Now, I'll tell you the reason why. Once it gets approved, as a certifying authority, I am legally obliged to keep the records and everything, because now it is a legal document. We have to preserve it for 7 years. But if it is not approved, it is not a DSC at all. So if a DSC has not been approved and you reject it, you will get a refund. रिंकू जी ने फिर से पूछा, गवर्नमेंट, मैं विघ्नेश जी का क्वेश्चन हिंदी बोलता हूँ. विघ्नेश जी पूछ रहे हैं कि आज वो रिजेक्ट कर देते हैं एक क्लास 2 का डीएससी बिफोर डाउनलोडिंग, क्या उसको रिफंड मिलेगा? हमारा आंसर बड़ा क्लियर है, नहीं. आज हमने अप्रूव कर दिया तो हमारा लीगल लायबिलिटी शुरू हो जाती है, हमें 7 साल तक प्रिजर्व करना पड़ेगा, सब कुछ करना पड़ेगा. सो आपने को अप्रूव कर दिया है तो दैट मीन्स यू विल नॉट गेट अ रिफंड, आपको रिफंड नहीं मिलेगा. अप्रूवल से पहले आप रिजेक्ट कर जाते हो तो आपको रिफंड मिल जाएगा. रिंकू जी ने पूछा है, मिस्टर रिंकू गुप्ता has asked a question, government paperless not possible in video recording, so any particular solution we are implementing? Unfortunately, Rinku ji, this is something which we cannot help it. CCA has come out with the guidelines, and only CCA can relax this point. As of now, we would not be able to give you any relaxation. It's not only us. All certifying authorities will be implementing this. So if a government wants a DSC, they need a video. I can imagine 2 साल पहले या 3 साल पहले जब वीडियो आया था, तो everybody was reluctant कि वो लोग वीडियो नहीं बनाएंगे. Now video is a new norm. I'm sure in after 1 or 2 months of problems, even government officers will understand that they have to create a video. So it will be a new norm. So it will be a new normal. So we should just wait for that time before that new normalcy comes. What would be the video verification process for class 3 organization? Now Light Beach and Mountain ne pucha hai. So it is very clear that the video verification process for class 3 remains the same. Class 3 remains the same. Class 3 remains the same. There is no change. Just a minute please. The class 3 remains the same. There will be no changes जो अभी हैं. जो अभी existing class 3 के provisions हैं वही रहेंगे, कोई change नहीं रहेगा. E-sign India has asked the question, what is the formula? Yes, the formula, the ratio which we will be introducing will be done after 20th of December. 20th of December we will be informing everyone. You know, it is not something that Capricorn will be doing it. There are a lot of people doing strategy building, and I'm sure we'll be speaking to a lot of partners also as to what is the right way. So once we are clear, I think after 20th of December we will be informing everyone what is the formula which we will be doing it, sir. E-sign वालों ने पूछा, हिंदी में बता देता हूँ कि फॉर्मूला क्या है. फॉर्मूला हम लोग 20 तारीख के बाद बताएंगे. 20 तारीख के बाद हम लोग सबको अनाउंस कर देंगे कि ये फॉर्मूला है जिससे कि आपका स्टॉक कन्वर्ट हो रहा है. We would be taking last 5 minutes of questions. Anything which you have, you could write it. Video का format change हो रहा है. There will be a new unique code coming. आपको बोलना पड़ेगा जो कि हर बार वीडियो में जनरेट होगा. That will be implemented. So Mr. विक्रम पटेल ने पूछा है कि उनको टोकन्स और क्लास 2 का स्टॉक मिला है, तो उसका क्या करें? Yesterday I received tokens in stock of class 2. What do I do? Sir, sell. There is no problem. You have to sell the stock. You have class 2. You will continue to sell it. Make sure you finish it. Even if it is not finished, it will get converted on 1st Jan. So there is no problem. Nothing changes. E-sign India has asked a question. Can class 2 3 years will work till the end validity? Yes. If we have sold you a class 2 certificate with 3-year validity on 31st of December, it will work for complete 3 years. So there is no change. It will continue to work. So you could sell 3-year certificate till 31st of December without a problem. अगर क्लास 2 सर्टिफिकेट 3 साल का हमने 31 दिसंबर 2020 को बेचा है तो वो पूरे 3 साल चलेगा. आपको सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है, आप बिंदास बेचें. मिस्टर कौशिक भलोटिया ने क्वेश्चन किया है कि इज एन ईज इन वीडियो वेरिफिकेशन प्रोसेस सिंस इट इज कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. Kaushik ji, you could speak to our RM and EM, give us your suggestion as to how we could make it more simple. We find downloading through a mobile, you know, the new text, you know, if you see, we were asking order ID number, which we have been, which has been removed. So things are getting simpler, and I'm sure if you have any suggestions, do let us know. We'll be more than happy to look into it and incorporate anything which improves our life. So अगर किसी के पास भी कोई suggestion हो to you know, simplify the process, to help onboarding applicants, video or otherwise, we'll be more than happy to see it and then take it. Light Beach and Mountain ने फिर से क्वेश्चन पूछा है, what would be the video verification process for class 3 organization? Existing class 3 के जो वीडियो हैं वैसे ही हैं, there is no change. You have the content, there is no change. You have to continue using this without any problem, sir. So there is no change for video verification. मिस्टर विनीत धनकर ने पूछा है, प्लीज एक्सप्लेन इनवॉइस/एक्नॉलेजमेंट। वेल यस, दिस वी आर ऑल्सो इम्प्लीमेंटिंग। पहले क्या था कि सारे एंड यूजर को इनवॉइस होनी थी। In this new guidelines, it has come that it is not necessary to invoice end user. You can only ask for acknowledgement. So in Capricorn DSC, all SD sales which is being sent to end user, in coming days you will have an option for partner billing. We'll just send them acknowledgement and the partner billing will come there. So that is a new thing. And Mr. Vineet, I feel that this is a brilliant question which you have asked. विनीत जी ने पूछा है कि ये इनवॉइस/एक्नॉलेजमेंट का मतलब क्या है। तो हमारी प्रेजेंट हिदायतें हैं, गाइडलाइंस हैं, उसमें ये लिखा है कि हमारे क्लाइंट्स को इनवॉइस भेजना पड़ता है। हमारे सिस्टम में जो भी एसडी के ऑर्डर्स होते हैं डायरेक्ट एंड यूजर को क्लाइंट होते हैं, लेकिन इन द न्यू गाइडलाइंस हम लोग सिर्फ एक्नॉलेजमेंट भेज सकते हैं, उनसे सिर्फ एक्नॉलेज करवा सकते हैं कि आपको मिला कि नहीं मिला। ये हम इम्प्लीमेंट कराएंगे तो जितने भी नए इनवॉइसेज हैं हम पार्टनर पर बिलिंग कर सकते हैं, सो दैट हो जाएगा। सो पार्टनर्स वुड बी एबल टू गेट द जीएसटी बेनिफिट। Good. I feel that it was a great session. There were some brilliant questions. बहुत अच्छे questions थे. Even if this session ends, you have RM and AM with you who will be more than happy to answer all your questions, all your queries. Support number is there, 614-0000. Call them up. They'll be more than happy to answer all your questions. Do not follow, do not promote any rumors. Very clear, the guidelines are clear. Do not latch on to someone who's giving you any kind of hope. Guidelines are clear, it is going to be implemented. Your business is going to prosper. Rest, everything is immaterial. DSC is here to stay. DSC is not going anywhere. So those rumors have got no meaning. Simply do your business. On 1st of January, when you come back to office, you will see changes and there will be a newer reality. The newer reality is only going to be better. So with this, I feel, I would have answered all the questions satisfactorily. Please speak to our people and they'll be more than happy to do this. I think the last 3 questions which we have. SMS e-solution is asking class 3 में separate sign and encryption रहेगा या only global sign with encryption रहेगा? Sir, we will be incorporating encryption certificate with our global product as well. तो आपको ग्लोबल के अंदर भी चला जाएगा। तो अगर आपको ग्लोबल से सिर्फ इंक्रिप्शन में कन्वर्ट कराना होगा तो वो भी पॉसिबल है, ग्लोबल से साइन लेना होगा तो वो भी पॉसिबल है। तो वील बी इंक्लूडिंग ऑल दीज थिंग्स। Another excellent question from eSolutions. What is key escrow facility regarding encryption certificate? That is one thing which we wanted to discuss, but nobody asked. The key escrow is, अभी प्रॉब्लम क्या होता है कि की जो इंक्रिप्शन सर्टिफिकेट होता है, एक्सपायरी के बाद भी आप डेटा डीइंक्रिप्ट कर सकते हैं। कितने लोग इस सर्टिफिकेट को घुमा देते हैं? तो हमारे गाइडलाइंस में ये आया है कि जो भी इंक्रिप्शन सर्टिफिकेट बनेगा उसकी एक कॉपी हमारे सर्वर्स पे रहेगी, दैट इज हमारे एस्क्रो में रहेगी, सो दैट टुमारो even if he does not have an encryption certificate, he can come to our website and get the same copy of encryption certificate. मैं फिर से बोलता हूँ, मैं इंग्लिश में फिर से बोलता हूँ, फिर हिंदी में बोलूँगा। Encryption certificate can be used even after the expiry of the certificate. It can be used only for de-encrypting data. Now, traditionally what we have seen, a lot of people lose encryption certificate and there has been problem on tenders. A lot of large tenders have become complicated because of this, encryption certificate being deleted. So the guidelines have come where they say all encryption certificate sold from 1st January, we would have a copy of that certificate. सो एसेंशियली सर्टिफिकेट जनरेट होगा आपके साइट पे, आपके क्लाइंट एंड में, फिर उसकी एक कॉपी हमारे सर्वर पर होगी। जैसे ही हमारे सर्वर पर कॉपी होगी, सो नेक्स्ट टाइम अगर एंड यूजर को उसकी कॉपी चाहिए, वो एंड यूजर हमारे पास आएगा, ही विल डू द ऑथेंटिकेशन एंड ही विल बी एबल टू गेट द सर्टिफिकेट। तो दैट इज द की एस्क्रो। हिंदी में इंक्रिप्शन सर्टिफिकेट एक्सपायरी के बाद भी चलता है, बहुतों को मालूम नहीं होगा, लेकिन उसको आप फिर भी यूज कर सकते हो सिर्फ डी इंक्रिप्शन के लिए। एक्सपायरी के बाद आप इनक्रिप्ट नहीं कर सकते, आप सिर्फ डी इंक्रिप्ट कर सकते हो। देखा गया है कि जब कितनी बार क्रूशल टाइम में एंड यूजर ने गलती से अपना इंक्रिप्शन सर्टिफिकेट डिलीट कर दिया एंड बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है। की एस्क्रो इंट्रोड्यूस हो रहा है 1 जनवरी से। जैसे ही आपका सर्टिफिकेट डाउनलोड होगा क्लाइंट मशीन में, एक कॉपी उस सर्टिफिकेट की हमारे पास आ जाएगी। सो इन फ्यूचर एंड यूजर कभी भी हमारे पास आकर वो वापस सर्टिफिकेट डाउनलोड कर सकता है। एंड यस, हमारे पास PFX रहेगा उसका, वो हम उसको दे सकते हैं। वावल एंटरप्राइज सेइंग, यानी पूछ रहे हैं कि कैन वी अपलोड प्री रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो टू अप्रूव DSC? नो सर। In fact, if you read the present guidelines, it is very clearly mentioned there is a new video code being introduced, and that video code is based on a session. So based on a session, it will keep on changing every second, every time you refresh. So this is not possible. प्री रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो नहीं हो सकता। नई गाइडलाइन में लिखा है कि एक नया वीडियो कोड आ रहा है और वो हर बार चेंज होगा। सो यू कैन नॉट डू दिस। हाँ, वो उसमें डाल दें, टेलीग्राम में डाल दें। गुड, I believe we have answered. I've been speaking to my people. There are no new questions here. Great. It was a great session. I really enjoyed it, answering all this question. I believe now you have you have a clear idea as to what is going to happen. I am very gung-ho. A lot of our partners are very gung-ho who have got positive attitude, and I am sure you should look at this as a positive, is an opportunity to make money, opportunity to improve the industry, opportunity to grow the industry. Clear message, one single DSC. There's no class 2, class 3, just DSC. Sell more and be happy. Thank you, and hopefully we're going to meet in the monthly draw. But till time, you be safe, and we look forward in hearing your questions. Speak to RM, AM, speak to me. Thank you. Thank you very much.